A wise man learns more from his enemies than a fool from his friends. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. To see what is right and not do it is the want of courage. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. A good book is a good friend. He who learns the art of compromise is the one who is truly wise. The person who says something is impossible should not interrupt the person who is doing it. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. A wise man adapts himself to circumstances, as water shapes itself to the vessel that contains it. Time flows away like the water in the river. Time waits for no one. When you see a good person, think of becoming like him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Your life is what your thoughts make it. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. When you have faults, do not fear to abandon them. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon and star. He who sacrifices his conscience to ambition burns a picture to obtain the ashes. The superior man is distressed by the limitations of his ability. He is not distressed by the fact that men do not recognize the ability that he has. The journey is the reward. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. A man who does not plan long ahead will find trouble at his door. He who asks a question is a fool for 5 minutes. He who does not ask a question remains a fool forever. Your life and mine shall be valued not by what we take, but by what we give. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is powerless. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. He who loves practice without theory is like the sailor who boards the ship without a rudder and compass and never knows where he may cast. The wise are never disturbed by the opinions of others. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. To see the right and not do it is want of courage. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. A book holds a house of gold. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. The person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person who is doing it. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. A diamond with a flaw is worth more than a pebble without imperfections. Do not be desirous of having things done quickly. Do not look at small advantages. Desire to have things done quickly prevents their being done thoroughly. When you drink from the stream, remember the spring. When we have nothing to worry about, we are not doing much. And not doing much may supply us with plenty of future worries. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. He who loves others is constantly loved by them. He who respects others is constantly respected by them. The greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. A man who does not think and plan long ahead will find trouble right at his door. A wise man makes his own decisions. An ignorant man follows public opinion. A gem is not polished without rubbing, nor a man perfected without trials.